What's up guys, it's Tommy here, and Liverpool have signed a fantastic young talent. He is actually the captain of the Manchester City Academy, and we will discuss all the news that you need to know about this guy. And he directly confirmed this signing by posting on his Instagram. So Liverpool have recently signed some fantastic talents in the youth academy. Rio and Gomoa, I think, is the best example that we signed him from the Chelsea youth academy, and because he saw that at Liverpool the youngsters get direct playing time from Jurgen Klopp and then from Arne Slot. So his name is Lucas Alford, and he is joining Liverpool officially. He actually shared photos of him signing a contract at Liverpool, and he joins the Liverpool reserves or youth academy. And this is of course not the first time that Liverpool have taken a top young player from Manchester City, because last year it was confirmed that Liverpool signed Lucas Clark from Man City, and he's progressing well at the Liverpool under 18 level. But Lucas Alford's decision continues that trend. He's just 16 years old, and he captained Man City's youth teams, and he impressed at national tournaments across the year, and he is capable of playing as both a holding midfielder or as a number 8 box-to-box midfielder. He brings versatility and leadership qualities to the Liverpool Academy, because he was captain of the Man City Youth Academy for more than a year, and he will join a strong under-16 squad at Kirkby that already includes talents like Joshua Abe, Eric Farkas and Vincent Joseph. The hope is that, like Clark before him, Lucas Alford can develop quickly through the age groups, and he hopefully can eventually challenge for a first team place to get a direct pathway to the Liverpool first team. And Liverpool have consistently provided playing time and opportunities to fantastic young players who graduated from the youth academy. Of course, Trent Alexander-Arnold is the most famous recent one. He went to Real Madrid, but Curtis Jones, Conor Bradley, Rio and Gomoa, Harvey Elliott have directly went into the first team. And also we developed Ben Doak before we sold him recently, and we developed other young players like Fabio Carvalho as well. And Sepp van den Berg was signed as a very young player, and now they are established Premier League footballers. So even if you don't make it at Liverpool, you have a great chance of progressing your career at Liverpool, and that's why so many young players join Liverpool nowadays. And this is also huge in terms of the future, because if Liverpool can poach some of the brightest young talents from Manchester City's academy, Man City are one of Liverpool's direct rivals for the Premier League title and for dominance in English football in recent years. Basically, it was only Liverpool or Man City who have won the Premier League title in the last 7 or 8 years. No other team has won it. So to get some of their best and brightest young talents from their youth academy represents a major coup and a major achievement by Liverpool, that we could get some of the best young talents from Man City's youth academy, and it directly weakens Manchester City as well as it directly strengthens Liverpool. Jarrell Kwanzaa was recently also promoted to the first team from the youth academy, and he played a couple of seasons at Liverpool before joining Bayer Leverkusen. Kevin Kelleher is another one that joined very young, and then he went on to become an established goalkeeper at Liverpool, and now he plays in the Premier League as a number 1 goalkeeper. And this signing also underlines the competitiveness of youth recruitment, so signing young players at the highest level, and also Liverpool's determination to strengthen at every level. Not just we strengthen the first team, but we try to strengthen the reserve team, the youth academies, and every layer of Liverpool structure. The club aims to strengthen that layer, that level. And marquee transfers, of course, dominate headlines, but these academy signings from rival youth academies or from abroad, they could prove just as significant, because it could save tens of millions of pounds for Liverpool. Look at how much we sold players by Kwanzaa, Kelleher, Ben Doak, Carvalho, Sepp van den Berg. They were signed for like hundreds of thousands of pounds, maybe 1 or 2 2 million, and then we sold them for 20, 25, 30, 35 million in the case of Kwanzaa. So these are, financially also fantastic investments into the future. And if some of them become world class and become good enough to play for Liverpool, like Rio and Gumoa is definitely good enough to play for Liverpool, then that could save Liverpool even more money, because we could get a 50, 60, 70 million pound player playing in the first team, signed for absolutely nothing, or for just minuscule, like peanuts, as they say. We sign them for peanuts and we develop them into world-class players. That's one of the mantra, one of the ethos behind Liverpool Football Club as well. And for Alford himself, the player, this move offers an opportunity, because he can establish himself at a club famous for developing young players, giving young players major minutes, major playing time. He can develop into first team contributor. And for Liverpool, it represents another step in the right direction, aligning short-term ambition with long-term sustainability. And that's what Liverpool are all about. And that's fantastic. And the Man City Youth Academy captain confirmed this himself on his Instagram. Probably we have put the thumbnail as that picture that he uploaded to Instagram. So let me know your thoughts on this signing. What do you think about Liverpool's strategy, that we not only strengthen the first team, but we also strengthen the youth academy and the reserve teams? And what do you think about Liverpool signing not one but two major talents in the last year from Manchester City's youth academy? Leave your thoughts down below. And now let's move on to another topic, because Ian Wright and Bo Merson both weighed in on Alexander Isak and how he acted in transfer window, and he got his dream move. And Mark Gay acted as the total opposite, as a model professional, and he didn't get his dream move to Liverpool. So Paul Merson said, "I don't think the failed transfer to Liverpool on deadline day will have a huge impact on Mark Gay's performances. He has been a true professional in terms of how he has behaved in recent weeks. And I think it's unfair that people who complained that Isak got his move while Gay did not. But I don't think he will ruin his image by behaving in the wrong way now." And Ian Wright also spoke highly of Mark Gay's professionalism. "You have to back up his upbringing, respectful of everything going on, everything that happened with Isak. If he wants to get out, and he has done it, the situation is different," Roy Keane interjected, but Ian Wright said, "Absolutely, but Mark Gay is a different person to Alexander Isak. He's getting on with what he's doing. He's very grateful for everything that happens around him. He's very religious, so they are so focused on what they are doing. All the noise doesn't touch him." Yes, you could argue that Mark Gay was just staying too true to his principles, to his faith, to his personality, but ultimately he stayed at Crystal Palace, and Alexander Isak got his move to Liverpool, and that shows that the football business is a ruthless business. If you don't push for a move, you don't get it sometimes. That's what happened with Mark Gay, and Alexander Isak absolutely tried everything. He pushed so hard for this Liverpool move, and ultimately he was vindicated. He was justified by the move happening on transfer deadline day, and Arne Slot was so happy, and of course many Liverpool fans around the world were so happy that Liverpool could pull off this British record transfer deal. And have you seen the training videos of Alexander Isak? He looks an absolutely sensational player. He's banging in goals left, right and center already in training, and he looks very sharp. So I expect him not to start against Burnley, but he will definitely play some part. So maybe come on for the last 30 minutes or the last 20 minutes. We shall wait and see. And another fact that this strategy of Liverpool signing young players when they are worth just a couple of £1 million and they sell them on for a huge profit, even if they don't make it at Liverpool, is vindicated by Liverpool selling Fabio Carvalho plus Sepp van den Berg to Brentford for up to £52 million combined if the bonuses and add-ons are triggered. But even without bonuses, it's like 40 to 45 million. That hasn't happened this summer, but last summer. But it shows that the strategy is working, and Liverpool, selling Ben Doak is another great strategy that worked. That we signed him for very little and we sold him for big profit. Harvey Elliott is another example. Even though I wasn't too happy that Harvey Elliott was sold. I mean, it's kind of a loan with an obligation to buy, I think. So probably Liverpool he was sold, but we have a buyback clause inserted and a sell-on clause inserted into that contract. So it made a lot of sense for Liverpool. And also very good news posted by Louis Steele that both right backs, Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong, are both fully fit in training and they are ready to play against Burnley. So I expect one of them to play as a starter and maybe the other one can come on as a substitute, and hopefully Dominic Szoboszlai will be able to start because Alexis McAllister is still not 100% and he played for Argentina in the qualifiers and that involves a lot of traveling as well. And you also have to say that Liverpool's transfer window has been sensational. Only Chelsea and Bournemouth have raised more money than Liverpool through player sales this summer, which is amazing that only those two clubs sold players for more money. And in Chelsea's case, it's because many of their sales represent a loss, and in Bournemouth's case, it's their starting 11 got decimated. They sold 3 of their back 4 and their goalkeeper, I think, who was on loan, also left Bournemouth as well. But they sold 3 of the back 4. Kerkez, Zabarnyi and Huijsen, they were all sold for huge amounts of money. So they got a lot weaker Bournemouth, to be honest. And Liverpool got stronger while selling well, which is fantastic. Also, Paul Joyce posted something very interesting, that the expectation at Liverpool is that future windows will maybe not be as busy. We don't have to sign 7 or 8 players for a total of 400 million, but the work continues. The contracts of Arne Slot, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards all have 2 years left to run, so they will be assessed at some point in the coming months, and hopefully some of them will get contract extensions, if not all of them, hopefully all of them. And then there is the purchase of a second club by FSG, a sister club for Liverpool, which was so crucial to Edwards being enticed back into the fold by FSG. That is very much in the hands of the FSG executives in Boston. And Liverpool completed research and due diligence for 25 different clubs, including the La Liga side Getafe. So that is another story which we need to keep an eye on. So let me know what you think about everything that we talked about in this video, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.